So it seems to be Gaben has officially spoken. This is to do with the first major update for CS2. Some may say this is even an overhaul. It looks like late last night, Valve decided to finally update Counter-Strike 2, which it feels like a lifetime ago that we got this announced. And I think some people also forgot this even existed since you couldn't play it. Today's commentary was actually originally based on this. Not this update, but how the devs must have been working on something which would have explained the lack of content we've gotten the past year. Like no operation, no communication from the devs, and the pair of stickers looking the same as they have the past couple of years. Now, that's just a theory. Anyway, yesterday afternoon, the CS Twitter account started a string of tweets that at first looked like memes. But then in the span of 15 minutes, it was announced that new weapon sounds would be coming, new buy menus, new maps, a brand new anti-cheat, alongside an entire blog post with a bunch of other minor details as well that were going to be added and were added to CS2 to change things up. Which I'm not taking any of this for granted. I'm not mad about it. This is all amazing. But there is still one small, or some may say large problem, that we're still running on the limited test build for Counter-Strike 2. Now that may be a whole commentary on its own, how that's a problem, but in today's video, I want to break down this update, discuss and explain what happened, how you can access the CS2 limited test build, and what may happen very soon with it fully releasing. Now today's video sponsor is SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is a trading site for your CSGO skins. It's one of the easiest and safest ways to swap out your inventory for something new. Extra cash on every trade gets added to your balance. It also has a 30% deposit bonus. And if you use the link in the description or use my code MANDO in two different ways, one which adds 5%, totaling out to 35 for your deposit bonus, and if you're a first-time user, you can get up to a free $5 on your first trade. They also have a freebies tab where you can enter giveaways for free. If interested, it'll be the top of the link in the description below. Now quickly before we go into the video, I want to talk about some market manipulation and some fake and possible false hypes we could be seeing very soon, and the newest hype with CS investing. That is of course the Hydra gloves case hardened. These have skyrocketed up in price overnight. People are buying in, hoping they can profit. They could very well stay the same, but there's also a very big chance they won't. This tweet from Hopshot TV pretty much sums up everything I have in a nutshell. Before anyone buys into the case hardened gloves, hoping for big profit, don't forget about these. And then he shows the Op Sun and Leo and the Op Pink DD pad. There's also a few other skins as well that have and haven't been changed quite yet. If you guys don't know about these, they were essentially buffed going into CS2. They looked a lot better. They had a skin on the scope, so it was bugged. People thought that was normal. They bought in. These skins went up to $100 when before, at least for the Sun and Leo, it was 5 to 10, and then came crashing down. It's around the exact same price it originally was. The reason I and many people think this is going to change, there's different weapon models in CS2, and obviously it is a brand new game on a brand new engine. There's bound to be some bugs. This wasn't done purposely, and this probably isn't the last time we're going to see something like this happen either. Okay, back to the update. Quite honestly, this is a lot of information all at once, and I feel a little overwhelmed. But hey, at the least, it's better than complete utter silence that we received from the past year. Now let's talk about the blog post. As you can see, this is the new revamped version, counterstrike.net news/update. The old blog post is pretty much abandoned, and they don't care about this anymore. It doesn't have the player count like the brand new one does. New one's sleek, new and refreshing. Anyway, this is where all the update stuff comes into play. The biggest piece of information probably from this, at least gameplay wise, is that Mirage has officially replaced Dust 2 in the limited test build matchmaking server. Workshop tools are now added for modders, content creators, people wanting to add skins and just play around with stuff. Now you can't upload maps apparently to this yet, which that will be added later on. Now quite possibly the biggest thing that has been added here, or more so overhauled/revamped, is the weapon wheel in the loadout for your CT and T-sided players. So instead of the weapon wheel where you have a bunch of binds, you now have a whole page very similar to Valorant. You can also buy and refund things if you buy the wrong thing. The exact same thing from Valorant as well. Now I think Valorant's stolen enough content from us where we can take some things from them. Quite frankly, I like this system. It's just going to take some getting used to. And since it is the limited test build and it's not the full release, you know, one of these things could change in the near future as well. I don't think really any of this is final. The first thing that caught everyone's eye is you can have the M4A1S and the M4A4 in the same slot. So will those prices go up? I have no idea. I think most people are probably still going to stick with the A1S just because of the trade-offs, but it's still really cool to have this feature. Now the next thing that's also been added is the new sub tick rate. This isn't 64, this isn't 128. This is Valve's own little system they've made for CS2. They say it's specifically to make you more precise and less floaty per player feedback. It seems pretty interesting. Players are just going to have to get used to it, and it's cool to see that they've updated this and taken feedback from CSGO. Now the second to last thing up here is the FAMAS. It actually got a brand new sound update, which is really, really weird. You guys can have a listen right here from Aquarius here on Twitter. This makes me think, are we going to see a revamp of sounds like how we did a few years back with CSGO? I think it was in 2016. It feels like just yesterday it happened, but obviously we could be seeing something very soon once again. New weapon models make me think we could see that as well. And lastly, VAC. VAC will now live ban and gracefully terminate the match at the end of the round, unless it was the last round the cheater lost. The match will not affect any participants in the skill group. Players that were not lobbied with the VAC ban player will earn XP from the match. This is absolutely amazing. This is pretty big. Will it detect the cheater in the first place? That is my big question here. So as hyped and excited I am about this update, I'm really upset and more so pissed that I can't play it. But I feel like I'm speaking on the entire community. Some clarification on who and who can't play this or will be able to anytime soon would be pretty nice from CSGO, or now CS2, sorry. As it goes for the full release and the release date for CS2, really up in the air right now. They said the summer of 2023. We're currently in the summer. That was also very vague. Is it just going to be a limited test build, and over time, like we thought at the beginning, more and more players would be slowly let in to kind of stress test the servers? And lastly, for the people stuck on CSGO like myself right now that can't play CS2, that are just stuck watching it through the window, I can't help but feel like it's just pointless to play the game right now at all. You're wasting your time. There was just an update the other day that I was going to make a commentary on for today's video originally, that any reports about players inside CSGO matchmaking is no longer received by the devs over there at CS. So they're not going to ban those players. So I feel like matchmaking is just going to go down the toilet until CS2 releases. And that's in hopes their new anti-cheat works properly, because they're still using the VAC system. A lot of information, a lot of updates for today's video, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys are excited as much as I am. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay positive, stay sexy. I'm out, guys. Peace.